In today's video, I'm going to help you pass the AWS Certified DevOps Engineer exam. If you've never seen one of our videos before, what we do is go through some practice questions, let you figure out what you think the answer is, then I tell you what the answer is and break down why that is the answer. So today, we're going to go ahead and go through about 15 to 20 questions that'll help you prepare for the certification. If you've never seen me before, my name is Rob. I'm a former U.S. Army sergeant that helps people just like you get into tech and pass certifications just like this one. So I've been in tech for almost 20 years. I've taught over 15,000 students. I got 12 industry certifications. I have a master's in information technology, and I'm an all-around good guy. Your organization is adopting a GitOps model to manage infrastructure and application deployments on AWS. You've chosen to use Amazon EKS to run your workloads and want to ensure that all deployments and changes to the cluster are done via Git repositories to maintain traceability and control. The platform team also wants to enforce policy, prevent unauthorized changes, and enable rollbacks if needed. Additionally, compliance teams require visibility into who changed what and when. Which approach best aligns with these requirements? Three, two, one. Use Flux CD or Argo CD for GitOps and integrate with IAM and CloudTrail. Flux CD and Argo CD are purpose-built tools for implementing GitOps on Kubernetes, including Amazon EKS. They ensure all changes flow through version control repositories, enabling traceability, rollback, and compliance. A deployment team is running integration tests as part of the CI/CD process using code build. These tests require temporary resources such as S3 buckets, Lambda functions, and IAM roles, which are provisioned and deleted dynamically in each pipeline execution. However, test failures or pipeline interruptions occasionally leave orphan resources, resulting in a cost leakage and permission risk. The DevOps teams need a solution that ensures all resources are cleaned up automatically, even when pipelines fail midway. What is the most reliable way to manage this process? Three, two, one. Use CloudFormation to revision and tear down resources at the start and the end of the pipeline. CloudFormation allows you to treat infrastructure as declarative code and manage resource lifecycles effectively. By wrapping test environments in CloudFormation stacks, you can provision all necessary resources and clean them up in a single action using delete stack, even if the test fails. Your organization has AWS Systems Manager parameters stored to manage configuration values for applications across environments. One of your services fetches these parameters at runtime, and during a recent incident, throttling errors occurred due to excessive Git parameter requests during a high traffic event. As a DevOps engineer, you are asked to improve performance and resilience while still using parameters stored. The goal is to reduce read latency and prevent throttling without altering how the application code accesses parameters. What's the most effective solution? 3, 2, 1. Use logic caching or environment variables with refresh logic. To avoid throttling and reduce latency, a best practice is to cache parameters, store values locally in memory or environment variables, refreshing them periodically in the background. Your DevOps team is deploying infrastructure using Terraform across multiple environments, dev, staging, and production. The current deployment process lacks isolation, and a mistake in the configuration recently led to changes being applied to production instead of staging. Leadership is concerned about the risk of human error and wants to enforce strict separation and safer deployment controls for each environment. What is the most effective way to enforce environment isolation in your Terraform workflow? Three, two, one. Separate state files and backends per environment with explicit provider configurations. Managing separate backends and provider configurations for each environment ensures isolation and reduces the risk of cross-environment impact. You've been asked to implement a cost-effective centralized logging solution for a multi-account AWS environment. The solution must support storing logs from CloudTrail, CloudWatch logs, and custom applications, while ensuring logs are encrypted, curable, and retained according to compliance policies. Additionally, access to logs must be strictly controlled, and logs should be protected from accidental or malicious deletion. What is the best combination of services to meet these requirements? Before I give you the answers to this, I just want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of this training, which is Master IT. And at Master IT, we help people from beginners all the way up to experts, whether you need just some practice test questions, all the way up to needing certifications and job placement assistance. Pretty much anything that you would need in your tech career, we do it at Master IT. So if you need any help at all, if you're ready to take that next step, if you're really ready to get certified, get the skills, and get a high paying, rewarding tech career, look in the description, and whichever one of the services that we provide that align with what you need, make sure that you take advantage of it. 3, 2, 1. So aggregate logs to a centralized S3 bucket with AWS, Lake Formation, and Athena. Aggregating logs into a centralized S3 bucket provides a cost-effective, durable, and secure storage solution. AWS Lake Formation can enforce fine-grained access controls, while Athena enables ad hoc queries without needing to move data. A team deploys containerized applications on Amazon ECS using Fargate, and they are experiencing intermittent downtime during deployments. Investigation reveals that traffic is being routed to the new task before it is fully ready to serve requests. This causes user-facing errors during transitions and is becoming a reliability concern. The DevOps lead asks you to improve deployment safety without migrating off Fargate. How can you ensure the application is healthy before it receives production traffic? So if you haven't done so yet, if you haven't liked the video, make sure you do so now. And if you don't like the video after this question, literally you can go to hell. And also comment below and let me know what certification you're working on. If you're not working on AWS, if you're just kind of just rocking out with us right now just to learn some stuff, that's cool. But let me know what certification you are working on and when you plan on taking it. And once again, just a double back, if you do not like this video, me, Rob from Master IT, I would like for you to go directly to hell. All right, so let's see what the answer is. All right, so C, configure container health checks and use a load balancer with target group health checks. ECS integrates with ALBs and supports container health checks that determine when a container is ready to receive traffic. By configuring proper health checks and ensuring the target group only routes a healthy task, you prevent premature traffic routing. This approach is automated, repeatable, and eliminates downtime. Now, one of the things that you guys may be asking yourself is, where did these questions come from? These questions came directly from me. I created these questions just for you guys. All right. This training was the best shit that you've ever seen in your whole life. Hit like, and if you want any help, look in the description or go to itmasterkey.com. Other than that, I'll see you in class.